What's going on, everybody? This is ODC, that's me, and I'm back with another action figure review. This is my review of the NECA Rambo First Blood Part 2 Rambo action figure. I've already taken this guy out of packaging, kind of playing around with him a little bit. He comes with a lot of cool accessories. He comes with 8 accessories. And I picked this guy up for $18 on Amazon, free 2-day shipping. And yeah, you should probably go pick him up because a really good deal. Comes with a ton of accessories, great likeness. If you missed out on the First Blood Part 1 action figures, I think they're still available. Probably pick them up for around under 20 bucks. But yeah, really cool. Love the movie. Love the whole series of Rambo. He's probably one of my favorite action movies to watch. Is the Rambo series. And next, I would say I think the only movies that would top the Rambo movies are probably the Die Hard movies, and that would probably be it as far as that. Not even Terminator touches Rambo. I'm sorry, but I've always been a Rambo guy. But to say nonetheless, this is a really cool figure, and love the very much likeness to Sylvester Stallone. It's a pretty good overall likeness to him, and yeah, I can really dig this figure. This is I believe this is towards the end of the movie, where he's got after the girl dies and he takes her necklace, and but really cool. And I definitely can dig this figure. He's in perfect scale with all your other NECA figures, and that's a really cool thing about NECA. And I haven't done a NECA review in a while, but well, I think since the Planet of the Apes, or the Rise of the Planet of the Apes action figure, Caesar figure. But anyway, we're going to talk about Rambo here, and the 8 accessories he comes with. He comes with a machine gun right here. Let me just set him back right off to the side here. A machine gun, and he comes with 6 sets of hands. So, or not 6, but 3 sets of hands. Excuse me, 6. But 6 hands. 6 sets of hands. That would be a lot of hands. He also comes with a little grenade, which is pretty cool. That's very small, so be careful. Try not to lose anything. A grenade launcher, or a rocket launcher, I should say, an RPG. And of course, his signature knife. Looks pretty cool. And he does have a excuse me, holster for his knife, and it just slides right in there like so. And it's got a little. We kind of gotta force it in a little bit. There we go. That's what she said. Anyway. There's a little peg, and it just kind of goes in. Not really wanting to go in. I've noticed that with a couple NECA figures, it's kind of tough to get these little pegs in the holes here. I can't find the hole. Find the hole, stupid. Get in there, you little nurse. Anyway, you get the drift. It's there. It's optional. But yeah, he definitely looks really cool. Like I said, he's got interchangeable hands which just pop off. I would be careful, though, this being a peg, and these hands, they're not too hard to take off, but you know, I would just be a little bit careful with them. That's all. And you can switch it to his the knife hand, I believe you would call it. Come on, get in there. Take him off camera for a second. Oh, and then I dropped the hand. Of course. Gotta do it on camera, don't you, Anthony? Come on, Nurse Nellie. Get in there. Get in the hole. I can't find the hole today. I don't know what's going on. Pun intended. Ha ha ha. But anyway, anywho, this is his knife hand. I'll just pop his knife out here, and if you want to have him hold it, you can. Oh, nothing wants to work with me today. Work with me! There we go. So, it looks pretty cool. Like that. Or you can have it flipped upside down. Any way you want it, pretty much, you can have it. Here's another gripping hand. There we are. There you go. And here's another gripping hand. It's the right hand. And there's the left trigger finger hand. And here's one more right-handed gripping hand. So if you want to have hold his knife in his right hand, you can do that. He does hold this machine gun nicely, and he also holds the rocket launcher nicely as well. So I mean, you can have him any way you want, pretty much. Probably want to set this on his shoulder like so, and then have him kind of, you get the picture. So he can hold it any way you want. As far as his articulation goes, I'll just leave his knife in his hand here. His head does move side to side, and it does look down a little bit. Not the best range of motion there with down, looking down. But it does look up pretty nicely, actually, and the hair does flex. So you get a nice flex feature there in the hair. And it does, he can do a full 360. He does have a nice head tilt as well. Let's see if we got some job turkeys. No, no job turkeys. His arms do go up about that far. Not the best range of motion with his arms going up. That's about it right there. And then down, and they can do a full 360. He's a little stiff, just taking him out of package because he's so new. No bicep swivel because he's got a swivel at the elbow and a hinge at the elbow. It's about 90 degrees, maybe a little bit, yeah, just about 90 degrees. He does have this diaphragm joint, which I don't know if I'm a big fan of it. I wish there was a little bit better range of motion in this diaphragm joint, like the First Blood figure had. But I noticed that with the Rocky figures as well. He doesn't have the best diaphragm joint. So there it is. There's the range of motion for that. There's no waist swivel, so forget about it. And then you got your T-jointed hips, which go out about that far, so you get a split about that far, and they do go forward nicely and back nicely as well. No upper thigh swivel because he's got a swivel at the knee right here like so. And then he's got a single bend at the knee as well, a little bit less than 90 degrees. I believe he does have a boot swivel, which is kind of redundant if you have this knee swivel, but it's there, just pointing it out. And he does have an ankle hinge, which goes forward and back just a little bit. It's more of a jiggle than an actual hinge, though. But he does have an ankle pivot, a little bit of an ankle pivot, side to side. So it's more of, I think these feet are actually on a peg, on a ball peg. So I don't know, but still pretty cool. I definitely really like this figure, and as for size comparison, which I will get to, just set him up here, and we'll just pan over here. Back my camera up. And there we go. Okay. As for size comparison, here is Rambo Part 2 standing up next to Rambo Part 1. And looks pretty good there. Let me just fix this camera. Oh my god. There we go. And then let's get some other action stars in here. We got Jungle Extraction Dutch, which is actually, he's actually much taller than Rambo. And that's about right, I think. That is perfect. And then finally, which I would love to have an updated version of from any of the movies, because I mean, this guy is seriously an old figure. Whew, I got some dust on there too. Is you know, your John McClane from NECA as well. So I mean, if I can fit him in here. Let's move you over, Dutch. Move you to the back. You move me to the back. How? Anyway, there is John McClane, and obviously he's out of scale, but this is from Movie Maniacs, I believe the series was called, way back when NECA was just, you know, it hasn't quite mastered everything yet. So it would be nice to get a new John McClane figure down the road, but let's get Dutch out of here. Yeah, kill me now, I'm right here. And we'll get him out. Yo, you moving me too. But he looks really cool, and I would definitely recommend this figure. Like I said, he comes with 8 accessories and all the alternate hands. 8 accessories for 18 bucks, and you're getting a really nicely done figure. Let me just get close up here as I adjust my lighting here. close up in the face. Really, really just, I love this head sculpt. It really does look like Sylvester Stallone here. He's got some, from the torture scene, some cuts on his pectorals. On the back he's got some slices, looks like from some torture. But the pants are very nicely textured too. Very commando style. Just your plain black pants, and then your plain Jane black boots. So pretty cool. I mean, definitely worth the pickup, as my phone is just ringing off the hook. Off the hook! But really cool. He definitely does come with some cool accessories here. There's actually some nice paint shading going on with this, some weathering paint shading, some gray paint detail on there with this machine gun. Pretty cool there. I'm getting close with this. So pretty awesome looking figure, and comes with some cool stuff. You can pretty much have him posed any way you want for the most part. Don't really have a problem there with that. You can have him hold anything. He holds all of his accessories very, very easily. Even the grenade, which I will actually see if he can hold it in this hand, so I don't have to swap out hands here. Come on, do it. But there he is, kind of holding it right there. So he will hold anything, pretty much, for the most part. But, so there we go. There's my review of the John Rambo figure from Rambo First Blood Part 2. If you haven't seen the movie, definitely check it out. I would give this figure 2 thumbs up. Go out and get it. And, yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you for watching, as always, and I will see you guys on the flip side.